Hi Internet, my name is Jacob and I'm late to the party. I've taken a few shots at making videos in the past. I've never made it stick, but it's never left my head. So this year, I'm ready to take a real shot at it. My plan for 2025 is to do 10 total videos, including this one. There's a handful of just start now and if you don't make it, someone else will type videos that have gotten me moving. I keep hearing that the YouTube algorithm is pushing small channels, so I feel like this is my window. One worry of mine is that my ideas or videos might seem disconnected without any context. I don't have an obvious niche. I'm not a lawn care guy making lawn care videos. I'm not a fish tank guy making fish tank videos. I'm a project guy making project videos. Here's the backstory. I'm 31, I live in Wisconsin, and my lifestyle is unconventional. I do freelance work. I spend about half the year traveling the world with concert tours. I like to call it the land of make-believe. And the other half of the year, I'm at home in a different type of make-believe. I'm a stay-at-home trophy husband. My wife runs a small business as a massage therapist and personal trainer. So my job is walk the dog, do the dishes, go to the gym. It's pretty sweet. The technical side of the entertainment industry is the type of trade that steals all its ideas from other trades. That and my experience during COVID, where I worked a handful of different jobs across a handful of different trades, leaves me with a pretty wide pool of experience and understanding, but the depth is pretty shallow. I know about a lot of stuff, but I don't have a lot of in-depth experience in all these different areas. I'd spent my 20s building my career and doing a lot of internal get your shit together type work. I've grown from some punk kid to my wife's favorite person and a contributing member of society. I've gained a lot of helpful perspectives, helpful tools, and pulled all that in to develop a productive outlook on life. A great deal of my upbringing was spent being outside, wrenching on things, or being outside wrenching on things. I've taken all that with me and am now a somewhat handy, somewhat outdoorsy, spirited man. I really get a kick out of planning and organization, and honestly, I think it could be about anything. I gravitate towards hunting and camping. I'm starting to dabble in motorcycles. I like to get outside, stay active. I'm a there's no such thing as bad weather, only bad clothing kind of guy. The lack I feel though is that of specific expertise. Even in my pretty niche job, I'm in the running for the least important guy on the tour. And I'm not upset by that. It's almost by design, but part of me feels like these videos would be way easier to make if I had some straightforward expertise. I love a good engineer turned welder fabricator project car channel. On being late to the party, that's what I mean. I'm late or just straight unremarkable at any of the things that I try to do. And now in my 30s, I've started a business, picked up running, and now making these videos. And it's hard to ignore how much further ahead so many people are. That being said, I do recognize how young I still am, but just like 10 years ago, if I wait another 10 years, I'm just gonna be further behind. And sure, I could have accomplished more had I started 10 years ago, but I can accomplish the most in the future if I start now. The common thread here is, what does it take to get something done? In a lot of ways, I think the bar has never been lower. I've heard it said that if information were the problem, we'd all be billionaires with six packs. So if information isn't the problem, what is? I think it's action. I think it's consistent action. I think it's slow, boring, tedious, consistent action over a long period of time. I think that's what's missing. I think that's what we need to talk about. That's been my experience over the last few years, really learning how long things actually take. I've got a successful career in the entertainment industry, and that didn't happen overnight. When I was 20, I could only dream of the job that I have now, the work I've done, the places I've been. And also when I was 20, I had no idea that it would take me 10 years to get there. I was like, where is it? Where do I sign up to get the thing that I want? And my 30-year-old lesson is, it's just not that easy. It takes time, it takes skill, it takes work. It's not extraordinary action. It's ordinary action over an extraordinary period of time. If it's your first time or you're just starting something, you likely don't have the skills. You're likely not capable of taking the perfect action. So then how do we learn the perfect action? By taking imperfect action. And by taking it a lot. And by getting rid of this fear of being wrong, of looking dumb, We've got to embrace being bad at it on our path to being good at it. I really gravitate towards the tactile experience of everything. So what does it look like? What does it feel like? Those are the types of questions I'm planning to answer through these videos. I'll share my experience, my stories, the projects that I'm working on, and how I'm applying these lessons and continuing to learn these lessons. Anyway, what you can expect from me is a bunch of different videos across a bunch of different contexts. The connection may not be obvious, but the theme underneath everything will be the story of what it takes to get something done. Thanks for watching. I'm looking forward to what we'll make this year. While I may not know what I'm doing, I do know that I'm doing it. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe and let me know what you'd like to see more of. Thanks for watching.